Good evening, I'm Marvin Brown, and you're watching News Now Influence. Tonight, we bring you a significant development from South Africa involving the arrest and subsequent deportation of 95 Libyan nationals. This case has sparked widespread attention due to its unusual circumstances, involving allegations of illegal military training and violations of immigration laws. In July 2024, South African authorities conducted a raid on what was described as an illegal military training camp in the Mpumalanga province. The operation, which took place after a tip-off, led to the arrest of 95 Libyan nationals who were allegedly receiving military training at the facility. These individuals had entered South Africa on study permits, which legally allow foreign nationals to pursue academic programs in the country. However, the discovery of military training activities raised immediate concerns and questions about their true intentions and how they managed to enter the country under pretenses. According to initial reports, the South African police and intelligence agencies had been monitoring the site for some time before carrying out the raid. Upon entering the facility, they reportedly found evidence that suggested the group was involved in military exercises and drills, which are illegal under South African law unless conducted by recognized and authorized entities. The presence of these activities, coupled with the fact that the individuals were on study permits, led to their immediate arrest on charges related to immigration violations and unauthorized military training. The news of the arrests quickly made headlines, both locally and internationally, drawing attention to the potential security risks posed by such activities. The South African government, known for its strong stance on immigration control, responded by launching an investigation into how these individuals were able to enter the country on study permits and engage in military training without detection. The Department of Home Affairs, which oversees immigration and visa issuance, was particularly scrutinized for any lapses in the vetting process that might have allowed these individuals to obtain permits under pretenses. However, as the legal process unfolded, the charges against the 95 Libyan nationals were eventually withdrawn. According to sources close to the investigation, the decision to drop the charges was made due to insufficient evidence to proceed with a prosecution. While the initial raid had uncovered signs of military training, the evidence was deemed not strong enough to secure a conviction in court. This development left many questions unanswered, particularly regarding the true purpose of the group's activities in South Africa and whether they were part of a larger network or operation. Despite the withdrawal of charges, the South African authorities were not willing to allow the individuals to remain in the country. Their visas were cancelled after an investigation revealed that they had been obtained irregularly. This means that the process by which they were granted study permits was flawed, possibly involving fraudulent documentation or misrepresentation of their intentions. The cancellation of their visas made it clear that they were no longer welcome in South Africa and would need to leave the country. On August 18, 2024, the South African government, in collaboration with the Libyan government, facilitated the deportation of the 95 Libyan nationals. The operation was coordinated by the Department of Home Affairs, which worked closely with the Libyan embassy to ensure that the deportation process was carried out smoothly. The individuals were escorted to an airport under tight security and were placed on a chartered flight back to Libya. The deportation was completed without any major incidents, and the group is now back in their home country. This case has raised several important issues that South Africa will need to address moving forward. One of the most pressing concerns is the integrity of the country's visa and immigration system. The fact that such a large group was able to enter the country on study permits and engage in activities that were not only unrelated to their visas, but also illegal suggests that there are significant vulnerabilities in the system. The Department of Home Affairs has already indicated that it will be reviewing its visa issuance procedures and strengthening its oversight to prevent similar incidents in the future. Another concern is the potential security risks associated with unauthorized military training camps operating within South Africa's borders. While this particular case involved foreign nationals, it highlights the need for greater vigilance in monitoring and detecting any such activities that could pose a threat to national security. The South African police and intelligence agencies are expected to continue their investigations to determine if there are other similar operations in the country, and to ensure that any such activities are swiftly shut down. On the international front, the case has also put a spotlight on the issue of international cooperation in dealing with cases involving foreign nationals. The cooperation between South Africa and Libya in this case, particularly in facilitating the deportation, is a positive example of how countries can work together to address such challenges. However, it also underscores the importance of having robust international agreements and frameworks in place to deal with such situations in a manner that is both effective and respectful of the rights of the individuals involved. In Libya, the return of the 95 nationals is likely to be closely watched by both the public and the government. The individuals will likely face further questioning and investigation upon their return, as the Libyan authorities seek to determine the nature of their activities in South Africa and whether any laws were violated. The outcome of these investigations could have broader implications for Libya's international relations, particularly with countries that are concerned about the potential for similar activities within their own borders. As this story continues to develop, it serves as a reminder of the complex and often challenging nature of immigration and national security in today's globalized world. While the deportation of these individuals brings some closure to the immediate situation, it also opens up broader questions about how such incidents can be prevented in the future and what measures need to be taken to ensure that immigration systems are not exploited for unauthorized or illegal activities. We will continue to monitor this story closely and bring you updates as more information becomes available. For now, this is Marvin Brown, and you're watching News Now Influence. Stay with us for more news after the break.